Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Putri Nurul Hasanah. I'm from A1 2021 English Education Study Program. For today, I will explain to you about physical anthropology. Okay, physical anthropology. Physical anthropology is also known as biological anthropology. So, if you see the words biological anthropology somewhere, don't worry, it's the same things as physical anthropology. Physical anthropology is an older term, and biological anthropology is a newer term. I was taught under the term physical anthropology, so that's what I use. Physical anthropology is the study of the human body. This includes a study of genetics, anatomy, the skeleton, adaptation to disease, adaptations to the environment, growth, nutrition, human origins, and evolutions, human variation, primates, and more. That seems like a lot, right? But it all boils down to four genetic topics. First, genetics and evolutions. Second, human adaptation and variations. Third, the primates. And fourth, the human fossil record. There are many subfields within physical anthropology, including osteology, paleopathology, bioarchaeology, forensic anthropology, paleoanthropology, molecular anthropology, nutritional anthropology, human biology, primatology. Here's a brief description of what each of these subfields involves. Okay, the first, osteology. Osteology is the study of the skeleton. Knowing a lot about our skeleton is needed to study past humans that are in fossil form and to analyze humans who died more recently. Paleontology. Paleontology is the study of disease and trauma in ancient skeletons. For example, paleopathologists studies the remains of King Tut, an ancient Egyptian pharaoh, to see why he died and what illness and trauma he had. He had a severe nail fracture and malaria, among other problems. Bioarchaeology studies human remains and their archaeological context to make interpretations about what they are, their health, their social status, and more. For example, bioarchaeologists studied a man frozen in the Alps, known as the Iceman. Analysis shows the was 500 to 300 years old. He had an arrow in his left shoulder, osteoporosis, and multiple status. And then, forensic anthropology. Forensic anthropology is a more well-known subfield, thanks to American TV shows is Bone, which featured a forensic anthropologist. Forensic anthropologists identify human remains and analyze skeletons for the police and other law enforcement agencies. And then paleoanthropology. Paleoanthropology studies human evolution. For example, paleoanthropologists studied a skeleton named Lucy, which has been found to be 2 million years old. Lucy walked on 2 legs but had a much smaller brain than humans, and she probably spent time both in the trees and on the ground. She is considered a traditional species between humans and earlier primates. And then molecular anthropology. Molecular anthropology uses genetics to study ancient and modern populations. It uses DNA to study the evolutionary relationship between humans and other primates, and the relationship between different human populations. For example, DNA from Neanderthals has been recovered and is being analyzed by molecular anthropologists to learn more about them. Next, nutritional anthropology. Nutritional anthropology studies the relationships between food and nutrition, cultural practice, health, and disease in living people. It also looks at the relationship between culture, diet, and evolution. And the next, human biology. Human biology studies human variations and adaptation. For example, this anthropology study how people who live in high evolutions, like in Tibet and Peru, adapt to life with less oxygen. It turns out these people have large lungs and chests and enhanced blood circulation system. Okay, the last. Primatology. Primatology is the study of non-human primates like apes, monkey, and prosimians. Anthropologists study the genetics, anatomy, psychology, and behavior of our closest living relatives to give us a better understanding of ourselves. You may have heard of Jane Goodall, an anthropologist who studied wild chimpanzees, or Diane Fossey, who studied mountain gorillas. Did you know that mountain gorillas have families and they mourn the death of family members? They also play and tickle each other just like humans do. Okay, thank you. Maybe is enough for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.